6 common medications that are silently shutting down your liver. You probably took number 1 this week. Did you know that over 50% of acute liver failure cases in America are caused by medications that millions of seniors take every single day? That's right. The very pills prescribed to help manage your health conditions could be secretly damaging your liver without you experiencing a single symptom until it's too late. And here's the most terrifying part. Many of these drugs are FDA approved, over the counter, and taken with full confidence, even though science has repeatedly shown they can wreak havoc on the liver's delicate cells. The liver is your body's silent workhorse, filtering your blood, metabolizing medications, detoxifying chemicals, and producing vital proteins that keep you alive. But unlike your heart or your lungs, the liver often doesn't scream when something's wrong. It whispers until it's too late. Liver damage can brew for years with no obvious symptoms, no pain, no warning, until it suddenly leads to jaundice, chronic fatigue, cirrhosis, or even liver failure. One moment you're feeling fine, and the next you're facing a diagnosis you can't reverse. That's why in this video, we will reveal to you the 6 most common medications that are slowly, silently shutting down your liver, starting with the least damaging and ending with the number 1 most dangerous one, the one you probably took this week without even thinking twice. And at the very end, we'll also reveal the top 5 foods that actually help cleanse and protect your liver, and why doctors are now recommending these to their own families. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for that part. Before we begin, let us know in the comments below where you're watching from, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. Number 6. Ibuprofen, Advil, or Motrin. You've probably got it in your medicine cabinet right now. Ibuprofen is one of the most widely used non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs in the world. It's sold over the counter, and people take it for everything from back pain to headaches to sore knees. But here's the catch. While ibuprofen can help relieve pain temporarily, it can also do some serious damage to your liver over time, especially if you're over 60 and taking it regularly. The liver has to metabolize every drug you swallow, and ibuprofen is no exception. When you take ibuprofen, your liver breaks it down into smaller components so your body can eliminate it. But during this breakdown process, toxic byproducts called reactive metabolites are created. These nasty little molecules can cause oxidative stress in your liver cells, which is basically a fancy way of saying they create chemical chaos that can inflame and scar your liver tissue. Now, here's the kicker. Your liver can handle small doses of these metabolites when you're young and healthy. But as you age, your liver's ability to detoxify weakens. Blood flow through the liver slows down, enzyme activity decreases, and those same reactive metabolites start to pile up like uncollected trash. This is especially dangerous if you're taking ibuprofen daily for chronic pain, or if you combine it with other liver-metabolized medications. The result? A slow, silent buildup of liver inflammation, which over time can progress to non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, which is a form of fatty liver disease that leads to fibrosis and even cirrhosis if left unchecked. In fact, a major study published in the journal Hepatology found that regular NSAID users had a significantly higher risk of liver enzyme elevations, which is a clear early marker of liver damage, compared to those who rarely used them. Even scarier, many seniors take ibuprofen without food, which increases the concentration of the drug in the bloodstream and forces the liver to work even harder. Plus, because it doesn't come with the stigma of being prescription only, people tend to assume it's safe long-term. But the reality is very different. Ibuprofen might seem like a harmless solution to arthritis pain or a sore back, but it's a wolf in sheep's clothing when it comes to liver health, especially when taken for weeks or months without medical supervision. If you're reaching for it daily, it's time to think twice and talk to your doctor about safer alternatives. Now let's move on to number 5, which is even more common and even more insidious. Number 5. Amoxicillin and other common antibiotics. You've probably taken this dozens of times in your life, maybe even recently for a sinus infection, a tooth issue, or bronchitis. Amoxicillin is one of the most frequently prescribed antibiotics for seniors, and it's often considered safe. But here's what most people don't know. Certain antibiotics, especially ones like amoxicillin, augmentin, which is a combo of amoxicillin and clavulanic acid, and others in the penicillin family, can cause a unique type of liver damage that sneaks up silently. This type of injury is known as idiosyncratic drug-induced liver injury, which basically means your liver can react badly even if you're taking the correct dose, and there's no way to predict who will be affected. It's not about taking too much. It's about how your body uniquely metabolizes the drug. Here's the science. When your liver breaks down amoxicillin, it can produce unusual immune responses. Instead of calmly processing the drug, your liver's immune cells may overreact, mistaking the drug or its byproducts for a threat. This can lead to immune-related liver inflammation, damaging the liver's delicate tissues. And this damage doesn't always show up right away. In many cases, symptoms like fatigue, dark urine, or abdominal discomfort may not appear until weeks after you've finished the antibiotic. The scary part? Some seniors get hit with full-blown cholestatic hepatitis, which is a condition where bile flow from the liver is blocked, leading to toxic buildup. It's rare, but when it happens, recovery can take months or not happen at all. According to a major analysis in the journal Clinical Gastroenterology and Hepatology, amoxicillin clavulanic acid was found to be one of the most common causes of antibiotic-related liver damage in older adults. The risk increases dramatically if you're taking other medications that also burden the liver, or if you have pre-existing liver issues that haven't yet been diagnosed. And yet, this antibiotic is often handed out like candy. Got a cough? Here's amoxicillin. Sore throat, more amoxicillin. But few people get warned about the potential liver fallout. If you've taken it multiple times in the past year, it's worth having a conversation with your doctor about your liver enzyme levels. Because what seems like a minor prescription could be slowly chipping away at your liver's health, and you'd never know it until the damage is done. Number 4. Statins, like atorvastatin or simvastatin. Now this one will surprise you. Statins are prescribed to millions of seniors every year to lower cholesterol. If you're over 60, there's a good chance your doctor has handed you one at some point. Drugs like atorvastatin or Lipitor, simvastatin or Zocor, and rosuvastatin or Crestor are household names in medicine cabinets across the country. And for some people, they do work well to reduce the risk of heart attacks. But here's the hidden cost many doctors fail to mention clearly. Statins can be very taxing on your liver, especially if you're on them long term. Here's why. Statins work by blocking an enzyme in your liver that helps produce cholesterol. That's right, cholesterol isn't just something you get from food, your liver actually makes it. By shutting down this pathway, statins reduce the amount of cholesterol circulating in your blood. That might sound great in theory, but the liver doesn't like being bossed around. When statins interfere with its normal functions, the liver can respond with inflammation, enzyme elevations, and in rare but very real cases, severe liver damage. What's worse, liver-related side effects from statins often go undetected for months. You won't feel a sharp pain or get an alert on your phone. The damage is quiet, like termites eating away at the structure of your home. Some people develop a condition called statin-induced hepatotoxicity, where liver enzymes spike and liver tissue becomes inflamed. This can show up in blood tests as ALT or AST levels that are abnormally high, which are signs that your liver is struggling to process the drug. Now here's a critical point. The risk of liver damage from statins increases with age, and it skyrockets when statins are combined with other medications that also go through the liver, like blood pressure meds or diabetes drugs. That's why it's so important to monitor your liver function regularly if you're taking statins. Don't assume they're harmless just because they're common. And don't be afraid to ask your doctor if lifestyle changes, like a Mediterranean diet rich in olive oil and greens, could be just as effective with fewer side effects. Because when your liver starts waving red flags, it usually means the damage has already begun. Number 3. Methotrexate. Now this one might sound less familiar, but if you or someone you love has rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis, or certain cancers, you might already be taking methotrexate. It's a powerful drug, and it does work for reducing inflammation and slowing disease progression. But it also comes with a big red flag when it comes to liver health. Methotrexate is metabolized almost entirely by the liver, and it's been well documented to cause liver fibrosis and cirrhosis with prolonged use. Let's break that down. Fibrosis means the liver is developing scar tissue. It's a response to repeated injury, and it makes the liver less efficient at doing its job. Cirrhosis is even worse. It's a permanent scarring of the liver that can lead to liver failure, internal bleeding, and in severe cases, death. What makes methotrexate particularly dangerous for seniors is that the drug accumulates in the body more easily as liver and kidney function naturally decline with age. Your body can't clear it as fast, so it lingers longer, doing more damage each time it's processed. What's even more troubling is that the early signs of methotrexate-induced liver damage are easy to miss. You might feel fine. You might even think your arthritis or psoriasis is under control. But meanwhile, your liver could be silently deteriorating. That's why patients on methotrexate are supposed to get liver enzyme tests every month or two. But many don't, and the consequences can be serious. Even the dosage matters. Low-dose methotrexate, which is often prescribed for autoimmune diseases, is sometimes assumed to be safe. But research from the American Journal of Medicine shows that even low doses can cause liver damage over time if not carefully managed. And here's the kicker. Methotrexate can also reduce the liver's ability to regenerate, which means once damage is done, it may not heal the way a healthy liver would. It's like punching holes in a sponge that can't bounce back. If you're on methotrexate, it's absolutely vital to have honest conversations with your doctor about your liver. Ask about regular monitoring. Ask about folic acid supplementation, which can sometimes help reduce liver stress from methotrexate. Number 2, diclofenac, Voltaren. This one's a sneaky villain. Diclofenac is an NSAID, like ibuprofen, but with an even more potent reputation. It's often prescribed or recommended for arthritis, muscle pain, or joint issues, especially in seniors. You might recognize it by brand names like Voltaren, which comes in both pill and gel forms. It's marketed heavily as a safe, effective way to soothe chronic pain, and for many older adults struggling with aching knees or stiff backs, it can seem like a lifesaver. But here's the scary reality. Diclofenac has one of the worst safety records of any NSAID when it comes to liver health. Studies going back more than 2 decades have consistently linked diclofenac to hepatotoxicity, which is a term that literally means toxic to the liver. Unlike ibuprofen, which causes mostly mild and gradual liver strain, diclofenac can trigger a full-blown liver injury relatively quickly. In fact, research published in the British Medical Journal and Drug Safety has ranked diclofenac as one of the top prescription drugs associated with liver failure requiring hospitalization. The damage it causes is often what's called cholestatic hepatitis, which is a form of liver injury where bile can't flow properly. This causes a backup of toxic substances in the liver and bloodstream, leading to jaundice, intense fatigue, and dark-colored urine. Sometimes this happens after just a few weeks of use. Sometimes it takes months, but once it starts, the process can escalate fast. What's really unnerving is that many seniors use both the oral and topical versions of diclofenac together, not realizing that even the gel form absorbs into the bloodstream and adds to the total liver burden. This can push your liver over the edge, especially if you're already taking other medications that stress the liver, like statins, blood pressure drugs, or over-the-counter painkillers. And because diclofenac is still widely prescribed and even available in some over-the-counter products, people tend to underestimate its risk. Number 1. Acetaminophen or Tylenol. This one might shock you more than any other so far. Tylenol is often seen as the gentle, go-to-pain reliever, especially for seniors who want to avoid the stomach issues caused by ibuprofen or aspirin. It's everywhere. Your cold medicine, your sleep aids, your arthritis pills. But here's the frightening truth. Acetaminophen is responsible for an astonishing 50% of all acute liver failure cases in the United States. Yes, you heard that right. Not alcohol, not street drugs. Acetaminophen. The innocent-looking pill you probably took just last week. Here's why it's so dangerous. When you take acetaminophen, your liver goes to work breaking it down. Most of it is processed safely, but a small percentage is turned into a toxic compound called NAPQI. Under normal circumstances, your liver uses a substance called glutathione to neutralize NAPQI and protect itself. But there's a limit. If you take too much acetaminophen or even normal doses over a long period, your liver can run out of glutathione, and the toxic NAPQI starts to attack your liver cells directly. Now here's the terrifying part for seniors. As you age, your liver's ability to produce glutathione naturally decreases. That means you have less defense against NAPQI, even at so-called safe doses. You could be taking the recommended amount and still slowly harming your liver without even realizing it. Add in the fact that many seniors take multiple medications that include acetaminophen without knowing it, like cold and flu remedies, prescription painkillers, and nighttime sleep aids, and the danger multiplies. It's not hard to accidentally exceed the maximum safe limit, especially if you're dealing with chronic pain and taking several pills a day. In fact, according to the FDA and studies published in The Lancet, tens of thousands of people every year suffer liver injury from acetaminophen, and a significant number of them are older adults who never thought they were at risk. Liver damage can begin with subtle symptoms, feeling more tired than usual, a bit of nausea, or some upper abdominal discomfort. But it can quickly progress to full-blown liver failure requiring hospitalization or even a liver transplant. What makes this so sinister is the perception of safety. You don't think twice about taking Tylenol. It's what the doctor recommends, but the science paints a different picture. A drug that can be incredibly dangerous if overused, misused, or even just used too frequently over time, especially in people over 60. If you're taking acetaminophen every day or even every few days, especially combined with other medications, it's essential to review all your pills with a healthcare provider, because that one little white tablet could be doing a lot more damage than you think. There you have it. These were the worst 6 common medications for your liver. But it's not all bad. There are some special foods that can give your liver what it needs to fight back, repair, and keep filtering out toxins effectively. These 5 natural liver allies are backed by science, easy to find, and genuinely powerful. So if you're worried about liver damage from any of the medications we just talked about, adding these to your daily routine is one of the smartest, simplest things you can do. Number 1. Beets. These deep purple root vegetables are rich in a powerful compound called betalain, which helps reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in the liver. But what makes beets truly special is how they improve blood flow and assist in detoxification. Beets help the liver break down toxins more efficiently, and they even stimulate the production of bile, which is your body's natural fat emulsifier and toxin flusher. Fresh beet juice or roasted beets a few times a week can make a real difference. Some studies even suggest that beetroot extract improves liver enzyme levels in people with fatty liver disease. Number 2. Garlic. This humble kitchen staple does more than flavor your food. Garlic contains sulfur compounds that activate liver detox enzymes and help flush heavy metals and drug residues from your system. It also has selenium, a key antioxidant mineral that enhances your liver's natural defenses. Just 1 or 2 cloves a day, raw or lightly cooked, can support liver enzymes and reduce inflammation. Garlic also supports your immune system, which is closely tied to liver health, especially in older adults. Number 3. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, arugula, collard greens. All of these are packed with chlorophyll, which is the green pigment that helps cleanse toxins from the bloodstream. They also neutralize heavy metals and harmful chemicals that sneak in from medications, processed foods, or environmental exposure. What's more, leafy greens are loaded with magnesium and potassium, which are minerals that help keep bile flowing and prevent fatty deposits from building up in your liver. A big salad every day or a green smoothie in the morning is an easy way to feed your liver exactly what it craves. Number 4. Turmeric. This golden spice has been used for centuries in Ayurvedic and traditional medicine to treat liver problems. But now we know why. It's the curcumin. That's the active compound in turmeric that gives it its bright color and potent anti-inflammatory powers. Curcumin reduces liver inflammation, helps regenerate damaged liver cells, and even prevents fat accumulation. One study published in Liver International found that people who took curcumin supplements showed significantly lower levels of liver enzymes, a marker of liver stress. You can take turmeric as a supplement, but adding it to soups, teas, or stir-fries is a delicious way to get its benefits naturally. Number 5. Avocados. Creamy, delicious, and surprisingly powerful for your liver. Avocados are rich in healthy monounsaturated fats that reduce liver fat accumulation and boost your body's glutathione levels. That's the same antioxidant your liver uses to neutralize drug toxins like the NAPQI from acetaminophen. Plus, avocados are full of fiber and potassium, which help support healthy digestion and maintain a stable weight, both critical for liver function. Just half an avocado a day can have measurable benefits on liver enzyme levels over time. Now, we want to hear from you. Have you or someone you know ever experienced unexpected side effects from one of these medications? Which of these 6 medications surprised you the most? Share with us your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We love to hear them. Thanks for watching.